Hey, check. Hey, y'all look right. Look, so we are actually going to react to this video, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This time on live stream, I'm gonna try to like be on live, but also react to these videos. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to it.
Adam Johnson, ice hockey. On October 28th, 2023,
Chat, I always wanted to do this, but I feel like when I do try it, I'm gonna bust my butt every time when I try doing like one of those like ice hockey sports. Yeah, I am not up for that, chat. I'm my mama.
Adam Johnson skated onto the ice at Sheffield Arena in England. He was 29 years old, an American-born forward playing for the Nottingham Panthers in the Elite Ice Hockey League. Before coming to England, Johnson had played 13 games in the NHL with the Pittsburgh Penguins.
13 games. Okay, so he's like a goddamn professional.
The Panthers were facing the Sheffield Steelers in a Challenge Cup quarterfinal. Early in the first period, a collision occurred near the boards in the Panthers' defensive zone. Sheffield player Matt Petgrave was skating at speed when his skate blade made contact.
Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah, he's good, bro. Yeah, he's good, bro. Imagine that blade just going shoot. Like, bro, yeah, bro. Yeah. That's tough, bro.
Contact with Johnson's neck. The cut was immediate and deep. It severed the carotid artery on the left side of his throat. Johnson skated forward a few steps before dropping to the ice.
Yeah,
players nearby could see blood on the ice. Officials stopped the game immediately. Medical personnel rushed out and applied pressure to the wound. The arena went silent. Fans did not yet understand what was happening.
Bro, like, just imagine that the whole crowd is just silent as that happened, bro. That's like crazy. Like, oh my God.
Stood motionless. Johnson was removed from the ice and transported by ambulance to a nearby hospital. Emergency teams worked throughout the journey, but the wound to his carotid artery had caused catastrophic blood loss. Adam Johnson was pronounced dead shortly after arriving at the hospital. His death triggered immediate changes across professional ice hockey. Multiple leagues, including the EIHL, announced mandatory neck guard requirements within days.
Yeah, I can't lie, bro. They did it on purpose, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like,
Matt Petgrave was later charged with manslaughter.
Yeah, exactly, bro. See, like, Buddy did it on purpose, bro. Because there is no way that you would just slide just like that. Like, bro, like, at some point, you got it done it on purpose. So I kind of figured that he did it on purpose, bro. So I'm glad he's charged.
The case proceeding through the UK court system. Fabio Casartelli,
he's charged, bro.
On July 18th, 1995, Fabio Casartelli descended the Col de Porte d'Aspet in the French Pyrenees during stage 15 of the Tour de France. He was 24 years old and a member of the Motorola cycling team. 3 years earlier, Casartelli had won the road race gold medal at the 1992 Barcelona Olympics. He was considered one of the brightest young talents in professional cycling. The descent from the Col de Porte d'Aspet is steep and technical. Riders reach speeds well over 50 miles per hour on the narrow mountain road. On a sharp left-hand curve near the bottom, several riders crashed. Casartelli was among them. He lost control and slid across the tarmac. His head struck one of the concrete bollards lining the edge of the road with tremendous force. At the time, helmets were optional in professional cycling. Casartelli was not wearing one. The impact caused massive head trauma.
See, bro, this is why that we need helmets, because stuff like this will happen, bro. So the fact that he don't even got a helmet, like, he's got to cook. He's got to cook.
Several teammates knelt beside him on the road. A helicopter was called. Casartelli was airlifted from the scene. Medical teams worked to stabilize him during transport, but his injuries were unsurvivable. Fabio Casartelli was pronounced dead at a hospital in Tarbes approximately 2 hours after the crash. The Tour de France continued the following day. The entire peloton rode together in a ceremonial procession. No one sprinted. Casartelli's Motorola teammates crossed the finish line first. Lance Armstrong, also a Motorola rider, raised both hands to the sky at the finish in tribute. Gernot Reinstadler, skiing. On January 19th, 1991, Gernot Reinstadler stood at the start gate of the Lauberhorn downhill in Wengen, Switzerland. He was 20 years old and an Austrian ski racer making his first appearance in a World Cup downhill event. The Lauberhorn is one of the most famous and demanding courses in alpine skiing. It stretches nearly 3 miles and passes...
Nah, but like low-key with you, bro, like, I always wanted to do this, bro, but I always, like, bro, like... Sports like these, I want to try, but what if something happened to me though? Like what if I just fall down, break my leg, break my neck, and then I just die? You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that, I just kind of think like, bro, I want to try it, but I kind of don't want to try at the same time. So I don't know, Chay. Like, let me know though.
This is through multiple high-speed sections.
Should I try
Shortly
it?
after the start, Reinstadler made contact with a gate during a fast section.
Yeah, he
lost his line and fell. His body
cooked.
slid rapidly across the snow at high speed and struck the safety netting at the edge of the course. One of his skis did not release from its binding during the fall. His leg became entangled in the netting, while the rest of his body was still moving forward at tremendous speed. The torque placed on his lower body was catastrophic. The force tore through soft tissue in his groin and pelvis and severed major blood vessels. He suffered massive internal hemorrhaging. Race officials and medical personnel reached him quickly. Reinstadler was evacuated by helicopter to a hospital in Bern. Surgeons operated immediately to control the internal bleeding, but the damage was too extensive. Gernot Reinstadler died on the operating table later that evening. The crash happened during a live broadcast, meeting audiences around the world.
I mean, there's no surprise to that. Bro, just one bring. You're like Cook gang. I can't lie.
The incident as it unfolded. It quickly became one of the most disturbing moments ever shown on live sports.
Really?
His death led directly to new safety regulations in downhill skiing, including improved binding release standards and stronger requirements for padding and netting construction along course boundaries. 8 Bells, horse racing. On May 3rd, 2008, 8 Bells broke from the starting gate at Churchill Downs in Louisville, Kentucky for the 134th Kentucky Derby. She was a 3-year-old gray filly and one of only 2 fillies to run in the race that year. She weighed roughly 1,000 pounds and had shown exceptional speed throughout her career. Her connections believed she was capable of competing with the top colts in the country. Big Brown, the heavily favored colt, set the pace.
Bro.
8 Bells ran strongly throughout and separated from most.
Because, bro, just imagine that our horses go so fast to the point that when the horses start running, you flew over and hit the wall. Oh, bro, that'd be crazy.
Round 1. 8 Bells crossed the finish line in second place, more than 4 lengths back. The result was considered a remarkable performance for a filly in the most famous race in American thoroughbred racing.
That's crazy, though.
Then, approximately 100 yards past the finish line, 8 Bells collapsed. Her front legs buckled beneath her. She went down at full speed. Jockey Gabriel Saez was thrown clear. 8 Bells lay on the track as the crowd watched in silence. Veterinarians reached her within seconds. Both of her front ankles had fractured catastrophically. The bones had shattered. In situations like this, horses cannot be saved. A horse cannot survive without the ability to bear weight on all 4 legs. The veterinary team made the decision immediately. 8 Bells was euthanized on the track, in front of the crowd and a national television audience. The incident reignited a national debate about the welfare of racehorses and the physical demands placed on young thoroughbreds competing at the elite level. Sam Vasquez, MMA. On September 22, 2007, Sam Vasquez walked into the cage at a Strikeforce event in Houston, Texas. He was 35 years old.
That's a
professional
mixed
fighting martial arts fighter. Vasquez was matched against Vince Lombardi in a 3-round bout. The contest was competitive. In the 3rd round, Vasquez was knocked down by a punch from Lombardi. He went to the canvas and the referee...
Chad, I'm not gonna hold you, bruh. There be folks out there, bruh, who has MMA skills that would try to murder you type of stuff, bro. It's I don't know, maybe I'm yapping, but I just got a feeling, bro, they will try to put some damage to you, bro. Give you give you a concussing type of damage. Man, I don't know, bro. Once again, sports like these is cool to watch, but you gotta realize, bro, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So you have to really be careful, what you do. You know what I'm saying? It's sad though, Chad. You know what I'm saying?
He stopped the fight. Vasquez got back to his feet. He appeared unsteady, but walked to his corner under his own power. The post-fight medical check did not immediately detect a serious problem. Later that evening, Vasquez collapsed. He was taken by ambulance to a Houston hospital. Doctors discovered a subdural hematoma, a pooling of blood between the brain and the skull caused by blunt impact. Surgeons operated to relieve the pressure. Vasquez was placed in a critical care unit. His condition fluctuated over the following weeks. He underwent multiple additional surgeries. His brain injuries were extensive. He remained in a coma for much of this period. His family maintained a vigil at the hospital. There was no improvement. Sam Vasquez died on November 30th, 2007, 70 days after the fight in Houston. He became the first fighter to die from injuries sustained in a Strikeforce competition. His death intensified discussion about medical protocols in mixed martial arts, including the use of neurological evaluations for fighters following knockouts. Julissa Gomez.
That's crazy, though.
In the spring of 1988, Julissa Gomez traveled to Tokyo, Japan, to compete at the World Sport Fair Gymnastics competition. She was 15 years old and a promising member of the United States.
Only 15? That's not bad, though, chat.
Junior gymnastics.
That's not bad, though.
Gomez was known for her vault, one of the most technically demanding elements in her routine. During a vault attempt, Gomez's foot slipped on the springboard as she launched. She lost her approach completely.
Yeah, I can't lie, bro. She's good, bro. She's cooked, bro. Yeah.
Instead of rising up and over the vault horse, her body went into it head first.
Yeah, you cooked.
The top of her head struck the apparatus directly. The impact drove her cervical spine downward with extreme force. Gomez did not move after landing. Medical staff reached her immediately. Her neck had been broken at the top of the spinal column. The injury left her completely paralyzed. She was transported to a hospital in Tokyo and later flown back to the United States for long-term care. For more than 3 years, Julissa Gomez remained in a vegetative state.
Dang, for more than 3 years? That's crazy.
She was unable to breathe independently and required around-the-clock medical care. Her family stayed by her side. The gymnastics world was aware of her situation, but she had largely disappeared from public view. On August 8, 1991, Julissa Gomez died at the age of 18 from aspiration pneumonia, a respiratory complication caused by her prolonged immobility and dependence on medical support. She had never regained consciousness following the accident in Tokyo 3 years earlier.
Because, bro, her neck is literally broken, bro. So, what can we expect? Man, that's sad,
swimming.
Bro.
On October 23rd,
it really goes to show that all sports are dangerous, bro. I'm telling you.
Fran Crippen entered the water at the start of a 10-kilometer open water race at the FINA Open Water World Cup in Fujairah, United Arab Emirates. He was 26 years old and one of the top open water swimmers in the United States. Crippen was considered a strong medal contender for the 2012 London.
Nah, chat, I've actually done a whole swimming, I've actually done a whole swimming. I can't work, bro, I can't say the word swimming. I just said it. But look, you know what I'm saying? I've done this, but this was a very long time ago, bro. But I used to swim a lot back then, bro. But now I kind of stopped. I don't know why. I just stopped swimming.
Games. The race course ran through the coastal waters of the Arabian Gulf. The air temperature exceeded 100 degrees Fahrenheit. The water temperature was estimated between 84 and 90 degrees Fahrenheit. These conditions were well above recommended limits for competitive open water swimming. Race officials proceeded regardless. As the race progressed, multiple swimmers reported distress. Several withdrew from the water. Crippen did not finish the race. Officials initially assumed he had simply dropped out. After the race concluded and all other competitors had exited the water, it became clear that Crippen was missing. His body was found on the floor of the course, in approximately 16 feet of water. He had been underwater for some time. Resuscitation attempts at the scene failed. The medical examiner determined that Crippen died from cardiac arrhythmia brought on by hyperthermia. His core body temperature had reached a fatal level in the extreme conditions. Following his death, FINA implemented new water temperature regulations for all open water competition events. David Sharp, mountaineering. In May 2006, David Sharp departed from Advanced Base Camp on the north side of Mount Everest. He was 34 years old and a British climber attempting to summit Everest solo and with minimal supplemental oxygen. It was one of several attempts he had made on the mountain over preceding years. Sharp reached the summit in the early hours of May 15th. The descent was where everything went wrong. At approximately 28,000 feet, Sharp became incapacitated on the mountain. He took shelter inside a small rocky cave on the northeast ridge, known among climbers as the Green Boots Cave, named for a previous fatality whose body had rested there for years. He was still alive when other climbers began passing him in the early morning hours. An estimated 40 climbers passed Sharp over the course of several hours as they made their individual summit bids. Some stopped briefly. Most continued upward.
Yeah, bro.
At that altitude, the oxygen level is roughly 1/3 of that at sea level. The ability to assist another person...
Bro, you're literally around the cold, bro. You're literally around, the cold areas where 50% of you living, bro. So, bro,
is severely limited. Sharp could not move. He was suffering from severe frostbite.
Oh my God.
He had no support team, no radio contact, and no supplemental oxygen remaining.
Nah, he's done,
The helicopter attempted a high-altitude recovery when his situation was reported, but the altitude made a successful extraction impossible.
Bro, just imagine that you're, you are on his shoes. You are getting frostbites. there's no calls or anything, bro. Like you just sitting there just freezing to death, bro. That's actually terrifying, bro. It's like you know you were gonna die. Like
David Sharp died on the mountain. His death sparked an intense international debate about the ethical responsibility that climbers have toward others in distress on high altitude peaks. Ray Chapman, baseball. On August 16, 1920, Ray Chapman...
Nah, bro, I cannot, bro. I think that's enough chat. That's enough chat. Hey, though, y'all, just let me know what's up down in the freaking, like, comments below, bro. I cannot bet you, bro. Like, this is crazy. By the way, I am live streaming. I'm going to try my best to live stream, like, every single day or every other day, you know what I'm saying? Because we finna go crazy. All right, peace out.